Only peacemakers can go to heaven, part 1 of 9, on Between Master and Disciples, held in English.
Warning: sensitive images.
Buồn ngồi bên sông cửa, nhìn mây nước ngoài xa, nghe tiếng người trước ngõ, ngỡ chàng về thăm ta. Nhưng đường phố vắng tanh, ta thở dài một mình, buông rèm ngồi thơ thuần, ôi chăn mền lặng thinh.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello, Master.
Hello, Sleepy. Sleepy Beauty. Are you alright, guys?
Yes, Master.
Oh, thank God the phone works. It didn't work before, and I kind of panicked.
We want to wish you a happy Supreme Master Ching Hai Day.
Oh, what?
Master Ching Hai Day.
Oh, thank you. But is it Chin Hai Day?
It was yesterday.
Oh, I see. Ah.
22nd.
Yesterday I wanted to have a conference, and your responsible brother, he said it's too late. It was the same time, so I didn't want to force it. Otherwise, I could have had a real happy Ching Hai Day wish then, huh? Yesterday. You make me wish it, huh? Brother, whoever you are. Okay. I know you have questions. I wanted to call many times before, but just too much, you know? Many things, so I didn't. One moment. One moment.
Yes, Master.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I forget what day it is, you know. Okay. Thank you anyway. Happy Ching Hai Day to you also.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Yes, I told you it's for everybody.
Yes, right, Master.
It's us boy only. Okay, go ahead. Ask me your important questions. Or not important questions.
Between the end of October and today, coming towards the end of January, we've had 80 outbreaks of avian flu in this country. And for the first time, some person in the southwest of England has contracted avian flu. For some reason, the government seem to think that it's okay to breed and slaughter over 1 million animals in the UK every year, a large number of which are chickens and pigs, over 90% of them in intensive industrial farms where disease is rife. And the conditions mean that antibiotics are overused and misused. It is extraordinary that today it was deemed that the evidence we've submitted, 1,200 pages of it over, is not enough to warrant a hearing for a judicial review. Absolutely unbelievable.
Does anyone enjoy wearing these masks? Does anyone think about why we're wearing them? Does the government give us stuff if we have to wear them? The government had the chance today to protect people from another zoonotic pandemic that could come from a UK factory farm. It failed to address those issues. The science about pandemics is huge. The risk of getting a pandemic from an avian flu or swine flu starting in this country is real, but that was not addressed. The risks of antibiotic resistance, killing 3,480 people every day right now, were not addressed.
Master, a recent case heard by the Royal Courts of Justice in London, UK, says the British government has not looked at the evidence of the immense harms caused by animal people factories to humans and animal people.
Yeah.
And thus violates the European Convention on Human Rights and UK's Human Rights Act of 1998. If the court is for justice, why did it reject the case, Master?
I told you we don't have many law-abiding citizens in this world. Just the fact that The English citizens have to bring the cruelty and human harm to the court's attention. That means they are already violating the animal people protection law.
Yes.
The UK has animal people protection law. Every country, you see it everywhere, not just in England, but I'm glad that it started somewhere.
Yes, Master.
I told you already, if I were not a spiritual master, I would sue the whole world for breaking their own law.
Yes.
Right.
Nobody can sue them because they make the law.
Yes.
That's the thing, up to now. Somebody has to start somewhere. It's a very gentle approach already. They just brought to their attention all that harm done to humans and animal people through the meat-eating diet and animal people products. But of course the court would reject it. What do you expect, huh?
Right, Master.
They still having that piece of meat in one hand and the other hand, how could they sign it?
Yes, Master.
And their mouths are still stuffed with the animal people bleeding. Raw, medium rare, whatever rare, what they want it. So how can they agree with the petitioners?
Right. Yes.
So there is no surprise. I'm just surprised that at least they made it thus far, that they even get the court's attention. Maybe the court should study more, give them a little time. This is just a very gentle nudge and excuse, but they all know about it.
Yes, Master.
How can the court not know the law of their own country? Right?
Yes.
They're supposed to be the judge
Yes.
and to catch all the people who break the law. So they know everything, right?
Right, Master.
Yes, Master.
And even if, suppose, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they did not know, they could always look into it. Look up the law on the internet.
Yes.
I give them a hint. Look it up on the internet. Look it up. Look it up in your book of law. Look it up on Supreme Master Television. We remind you, almost daily about your law concerning the brutal treatment of the animal people, and thus bringing a lot of zoonotic diseases to harm and kill humans.
Yes.
Yes.
So you know already.
Yeah.
We are just talking to the deaf, but we are trying. Maybe soon we have to use sign language. Maybe they're really deaf. Huh? But we have subtitles, man. Huh? Yeah. The most prominent is English.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And I have encouraged everyone in the world to learn English because it's a more simple language and it's very easy to learn, and most people speak it
Yes.
Yes.
like de facto, easy international communication language.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes, Master.
I hope you're happy with my answer, but I don't know how else to make you happy. I really don't know how to talk to you about the state of our governing bodies of the planet.
Yes, Master.
Understand.
They are just there, but that doesn't mean they do anything justly.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just a small or big criminal here and there, but when it comes to their own, they don't judge themselves.
Yes.
Right, Master.
And I don't know anyone else who can judge them. I don't know anybody else who can bring them to court either, because they are the court.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yeah. Don't just blame England alone. The whole world is like that.
Yes, true.
They just turn a blind eye to all this brutality and atrocities that are measured daily on millions and billions of innocent animal people.
Yes.
And I don't know how they sleep with it. This is a war going on all day, every day, all day, all night in the whole world.
Yes, Master.
Right.
Yeah, so we don't need to talk about war between humans either. It's similar, it's the same war, just on the innocent, a bystander who has done nothing wrong. So I told you this world is hell. Almost hell. Oh, God. All right. Any other better question?
Yes. Finland's president said that Russian President Putin has changed in recent phone call exchanges between the two. saying that it was a different kind of behavior, that the Russian president sounds more decisive now. Master, why has Putin changed?
It's not just the Finland president. When the president of France, His Excellency Macron, went to meet President Putin personally,
Yeah.
he also sensed that Putin is a different person somehow,
Right.
different energy.
Wow.
And I guess many other leaders also felt similar, but they did not voice it.
Yes, Master.
Did not voice their feeling or opinion. There are many factors.
Yes, Master.
Of course, many factors. It's like to show off, to win the war and to get more land and stuff like that.
Right, yes.
But one of the strong reasons was the vaccine.
Oh.
The vaccine changes people, slowly or quickly. It is side effect. Some side effects people found out, some side effects people did not find out. The same with Omicron, the COVID chieftain. That some of the side effects of Omicron are not obvious to the scientists and doctors.
Right, yes.
It will not be.
Oh, yes, Master.
That's what he told. And haven't told me this is the effect of the vaccine on Putin. I feel sorry for him. But I feel more sorry for the innocent citizens of both countries.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, being anxious, worried, and fearful of what comes next if the war breaks out. All the medicines, they have side effects.
Yes,
that's right, Master.
And then if that person is already in isolation, as he is completely isolated. He hardly appears in the crowd, in the public, or in the government, and even any world leader or any people who want to come to see him have to go through a tunnel of disinfection. And if they don't want to have a test for COVID in Russia by the Russian doctors, then they have to sit like 1 mile apart today. It looks like 1 mile apart to me. Many leaders don't want to have a test because they worry that they leave their trace of blood type or DNA to the other country, and they worry about so many things, about what they would do with it.
That's right.
In the political arena, people worry about many things.
Yes.
So this is the thing.
He's a man out of touch. He sits in the Kremlin, isolated. The circle of advisors around him, I'm told, has shrunk and shrunk until it's just a handful of people. And he's been in this isolated, brooding period during COVID. Nobody sees him. People can't even get in to talk to him. Remember those crazy pictures of him at the long table? You know, what kind of leader is that who sits, is like a bowling alley table? But that's Putin. And we're seeing, I think, in this unrealistic policy driving the invasion, the effects of that isolation.
President Putin is already in isolation.
Yes.
It's not his type already. He's an active person. He was very active. He's into martial arts. He was flying personal flight with the trains and all that. And he's everywhere. He was everywhere. Talking to the youth, talking to his parliament, talking to his government, and, talking to world leaders. And now he is so fearful of COVID, even though he is vaccinated. That's what he said. I'm not sure if he is.
Yes, Master.
Some people are afraid of vaccination. Well, maybe he was vaccinated because he proclaimed it. Or maybe he was on TV. I don't check into their personal stuff too much.
Yes, Master.
Just general news.
Ôi ngày tháng vàng son xin trở lại một lần, bây giờ và mãi mãi cho đôi hồn hân hoan.